I'm not gonna lie, the original plan was to do a one-shot at this. It went surprisingly well, until summer hit and I got bored. I figured one video was enough. Then I accidentally had another bad idea. I remembered that Europe still has countries that would prefer I didn't sleep outside.
Sometimes I don't know where this dirty road is taking me. Sometimes I don't know the reason why, so I guess I'll keep gambling, lots of moves and lots of rambling. Well, it's easier than just waiting around to die.
It's windy as fuck out here. I don't know what I was thinking when I chose this country as the next one to visit, but here I am, doing it again. Welcome to Austria, where wild camping is strictly prohibited. Here is all my wild camping gear, and I'm gonna see how this fucking works out. The plan remains the same. I'm gonna walk around the city, see what it has to offer, while avoiding paying for pretty much anything. Gardens are full of tourists, each carefully taking the exact same photograph from a slightly different angle. This creates the illusion of individuality on social media. Anyways, lunchtime. It's just a sausage, 2 bagels. That's it. Listen to this. Yeah, the grass is dry as shit, as is everything else, because the weather is getting pretty fucking hot here in Europe. The first thing to do is find a place to sleep and stash my things, because I don't want to carry this heavy bag with me everywhere. Looks like we got some sort of building here that appears to be abandoned. The windows are boarded up. That'll work. I'll jump down there and conceal my stuff in the leaves. I'm in this public park with 2 flag towers right next to each other. Interesting place to throw a kids party. But right next to the kids party is a free toilet. At least, I hope it's free. Looks pretty decent. Oh yes. Hope I can get out. This one's even bigger. Very, very nice. This one even has a sink. Got a whole dance floor here. This coffee brand right here cancelled its own logo because some people argue that it evokes racism and colonialism. So it has undergone several revisions over the years, which gives the marketing department something to do between inventing words like heritage and premium. This is where I slept. Not very well. It's the same building where I stashed my things yesterday at. And there's this fence that made me pretty invisible. I tried to get inside by pulling the boards, but had no luck with that. I used this board to create a flat surface that I lied on. It protected me from most of the moisture, but there was a lot of bugs, so overall not good. I just hid my things and noticed this guy just walking back and forth on the road. I hope he didn't see me. I better get out of here. So this is where all the things happen. The center of the empire and the place where the last emperor of Austria-Hungary resigned. Would be really surprised if somebody actually found this, but I'm leaving it here, so he can let me know, or whatever. I'm just straight out chilling here. I could have actually slept here, it's much more comfortable than a fucking bush, but you know, the police and stuff. I have also changed my jeans for shorts, because it's just so damn hot here. I must be the luckiest person alive, and I swear I'm not planning this, but there's this thing called the Donaufest happening today. Feels like Mirror's Edge. I'm wondering if I could get inside. Reporting from backrooms, part 2. I still have plenty of water and there are no entities hunting me, so far I'm good. I need a fucking key card for everything in this building, and obviously I don't have that.
Ich bin so scheißegal. Sing schön!
What the fuck is going on here? I'm just taking a piss here in bush and a boat full of fucking full gears pulls up. There's also something happening over there. What the hell, man? Alright. Last night in Vienna, I was here for 4 days. It was kinda enough, but this city just has so much to offer. It's really nice, I recommend. I've packed my things and I'm going to Linz now. Nobody's ever told me to visit Linz. Hell, I don't even know anybody who has been here. The only thing that I know about this city is that Hitler grew up somewhere around here. Doubt I'll be able to find any monuments though. I'm pretty curious how hard it's gonna get trying to find places to sleep here in Austria, because so far it's not been easy, you know, like everything is just too well kept, or it's straight out impossible to reach. Thought I could tuck behind this wall, but then I noticed this trash, and from this alone you can already tell that this is an active spot for homeless people. Plus there are the paths between the trees and shit. This is the best I could find, and I'm committed, I'm gonna make it work. Not bad if you ask me. I'm gonna go to the city. Since everything is so well kept here in Austria, it's pretty hard to find some abandoned buildings, and well, I just stumbled upon this. Can I get inside? Well, that was fucking easy. A harbor spot with Antifa graffiti. Classic. fucking scared me. It's just a kitty. Fucking hell. Nobody's home. This really isn't much different from what I do, so don't get any bright ideas. Is this a "Don't be afraid of the dark" reference? Nothing but trash, a sealed door with sealed ashtray on the other side probably. I'm not gonna fuck with this. Got pretty good sleep tonight. Not bad. You have gotta be kidding me. Someone's not a quitter, I'll give them that. Anyway, Linz is nice. One day's enough. I'm going to Salzburg now. These seem like dormitories or like hostel bedrooms or something. It's open. There's nobody here. Oh shit. There's definitely somebody sleeping here, you can see that. This one is clear. That one's clear. That one's... I fucked up. A French couple came inside and they seemed pretty nice. And I think I'm actually gonna try this. I think it's not gonna work. I've played it the friendly traveling student abroad, Erasmus type of way. And I've left all my camping gear there. So, this is completely random. I think I'm gonna regret it. But I only live once. Something's happening over there. I'll check it out. That was just magnificent, and I'm not even like a classical music guy, but they played really, really well. What was not so good though was the amount of people that flooded the Mozart's house. I don't even know if people are here because they like Mozart or because every guidebook threatens them with regret if they skip that place. Surveillance for your safety? Yeah, sure. That didn't go as planned. Well, there was no plan to begin with. When I opened the door to the room, I woke everybody instantly up and all of the beds were taken. So there I am, standing in a doorway, 6 people staring at me, and I'm looking like I'm stealing someone's shit in the middle of the night. Great. I said the first thing that came to my mind, that I put my things in the wrong room. And they were surprisingly pretty chill about it. They just told me to take my shit and get out, which is exactly what I did, as fast as I could. So I am now in the middle of the street with nowhere to sleep, but at least I have my things with me, which is all that matters now. The only good spot that I found was up there, and fuck that, I'm not going there. Found this bus stop and I'm just gonna raw dog it. Won't be my first time. My phone and camera are both gonna die any minute now because I didn't have chance to charge my power bank during the day, so I'm gonna report to you when I solve this situation. Everything bad turns into something good eventually. I met these guys and they don't really want to be on a video. I am now back somewhere in the upper Austria and we're going on a tour, which is not so good because at their Airbnb I've checked the weather and the temperatures are about to turn brutal. I'm giving myself a treat. I got this chunk of bacon with some bread. The heat is unbearable. We have arrived to Traunsee and I'd actually love to sit in this. I found this very cool. And what I would love even more is jumping into that damn ice cold water. But I gotta wait for a bit because we're waiting for a ship here that's gonna get us somewhere else. That was one of the most physically demanding trips I've ever been on. I'm absolutely done. I'm at this fucking lake. It's beautiful as hell. The water is crystal clear and icy cold, so I'm just gonna stop fucking edging myself and I'm just gonna dive right in. I think it's the best time for me to leave. There was like 70 degrees in that tent. Glad I got out of there. I gotta take a series of rides now, so I'm at a bus stop and I'm gonna report to you when I get to Innsbruck. Finally, I'm here. I can highly recommend riding trains in Austria because the views are just magnificent. Margareta Gräfin zu Tirol übergibt den Herzogen von Österreich die Grafschaft Tirol, das Land an der Etsch und im Inntalbosen. That's one long ass text. Fuck. I never know if I'm supposed to be in places like this. This is the original old landhouse of the state of Tirol. It's really nice. I just walk through open doors. I don't know if I can do this. This is what it looks like on the inside. It's fucking beautiful, man. I would love to just sit there and do nothing. This is exactly the type of souvenir the Americans would find hilarious and bring it back to the States and laugh about it with their friends. Yeah, I don't know who else would buy this. Oh yeah, golden roof. Nice. Fancy. Look at this golden roof. It's nice, right? This city is no different from Salzburg in that there are a lot of green spaces but no spots to sleep. Really difficult, plus there's this policy of Innsbruck that they basically don't want tourists here, so there are very few Airbnbs and hotels are outside of the city. I think I found a spot. I've been observing this place for a bit and nobody comes down here. The mountains are basically touching the city. You could spend thousands of euros coming here to ski, or you could do what I'm doing and walk around carrying a backpack until your legs stop working. Standing here and looking at this beautiful fountain of somebody I don't know, I just realized that that way is Trient, or Trento, as the local Italian minority likes to call it sometimes. Yeah, the Italians would really love to have that region for themselves, but everybody knows that Austrians won't let them. This is where I slept. There are my things, and it's right next to the fucking pavement, but surprisingly nobody came through here, or at least I don't know about them. It's right next to the place where I stashed my things. I just came up this hill. Definitely not the best place, but it kept me safe and hidden. I stopped here to watch these guys try to swim across the river in. And he's gone. Yeah, he's out of breath. But luckily the bridge pillar is going to save him, because the current is broken there. So he's gonna be able to just walk. And good job. If you have ever wondered why Innsbruck is called Innsbruck, it's because of this bridge. It's the Innbrücke, the bridge across the river Inn. You're welcome. Innsbruck is very, very clean. It's also pretty small, so after you've seen all the sights and you don't want to go skiing or up the mountains, there's not really much to do. I'm going to Bregenz now. You will immediately know when you have arrived to Vorarlberg, because people will stop speaking German and start speaking whatever this is.
So nachgegangen, als wie die Stadt gewachsen ist. Und wir fragen uns, ist Tore, schreiben wir das Torebier, nicht Torebier ist. Sagen wir ein Bier.
Apart from that, this city is gonna be super, super chill, because I have a friend here, and while they're on vacation, I'll be looking after their apartment. I realized that I could finally show you what I'm packing, because some people asked for it. I don't really mind. So this is the Alpine military surplus backpack, which is my daily driver. I use it for pretty much everything. It has this nice flap, which is rubberized from the underside. This makes it waterproof, which is nice, I guess. It saved me a couple times when I opened that. Sunscreen, good for summer. A water bottle, good for water. Iconic blue jeans. Quick drying shorts, quick drying t-shirt. One pair of smelly old chucks, that's what I'm wearing. Alright, what else? Yeah. Spare quick drying t-shirt, spare socks, yet unused. Spare underwear, in case I shit myself, black hoodie. AirPods, because they work as both earphones and earplugs, so that's handy. Plus they're super lightweight. A wallet. And that's all there is to the main compartment. On one side I have power cables, a power bank, a flashlight, an adapter, a fork, and the phone I'm using mainly for maps. On the other side I have shaving cream, my vitamins mix, a pocket mirror, a toothbrush, great for brushing teeth, this shaving mechanical thing, a bar of soap. I use these ones, they're great, they're the ones you can get at hotels and I just buy them at bulk. It's great for traveling. A nail, scissors or clippers, I don't use clippers, these are just superior. A comb, and that's all there is to it, so yeah, that's all that I'm packing. There is precisely 0 people here, and I don't mind in the slightest. It's such a welcome change that I can walk in such a nice place. This place is beautiful, all alone. It's great. This is the Bodensee, and somewhere in that direction over the horizon lies Switzerland. Here seems okay. I'm gonna go swim. God damn it, those rocks are slippery as hell. Almost broke my fucking toes in there. Also a lot of slimy kelps and it was just... Ugh.
Ich finde schon, dass die ziemlich gutes Essen haben. Ja, aber über die See kann man ja immer sagen.
They built an entire opera stage on a lake. Very impressive. Completely impractical. Well, that's basically the Austrian national aesthetic. There is this guy on a bike, and I kid you not, he has a full Pokemon Go setup of like, he has at least 6 phones in a box, and he's just riding around and spamming all those phones. I don't know, I never seen anything like it. That's him. Alright, he's stopping. I wanna try and film it because I find it pretty funny. Six phones. He has 6 phones in there. Plus one on the handlebars. For navigation, I guess. Interesting. I climbed this steep hill because I wanted to see sunset from up here, from above the city. It's very peaceful here. Over there is Switzerland, which cannot be seen from the beach. The beach which is down there, that's where I've been swimming the entire afternoon. And over there, between the mountains, is where the railroad runs through. It's absolutely beautiful. Some people have commented after the previous video how they would love to do what I'm doing and how they could never do it. Like, that's bullshit, man. There's nothing cool about what I'm doing. Just pack your basic individual needs in a backpack and go out. That's it for Bregenz. This city is super chill. It's basically a vacation destination. I feel really good right now. Caught up on the sleep a lot. Now I'm going to Klagenfurt, which is gonna be the longest train ride of this trip. It's gonna be 6 transfers between different trains, I think. So it's gonna be the real test of the Österreichische Bundesbahn, and I'll see how that goes. The entire trip took 8 hours and there was not a single delay. My hat's off for the Austrian railroads. She ruled half of Europe, had 16 children, and somehow they still decided she needed to stand here forever, looking mildly disappointed. It is also thanks to her doing that children have to go to elementary school. Quite a lady. The origin story of this city is pretty interesting. Apparently, they killed a dragon, built a fountain on top of it, and then spent the next few hundred years putting pigeons on it. Honestly, if you're going to invent a local legend, the dragon is probably the way to go. Beats 2 guys argued over a piece of farmland and went to war every single time. I don't know what these are, but if I had to guess, then I'd say that these are the partner cities of Klagenfurt. Also, this symbol of the city is pretty neat. Nice. I ran out of things to do in Klagenfurt and it's been like, what, 3 hours? There's really not much to do here. So I decided to go for a long walk to the lake. Now, I don't know if I haven't looked hard enough, but I haven't seen a single public beach yet. If you're trying to tell me that the entire Wörthersee is a private lake, then that's lame as fuck, man. 7 euros, am I seeing right? Yeah, 7 euros. 7 euros for swimming in a open, natural body of water. Now, if there is a Klagenfurter watching this video, please tell me that there are public swimming beaches and I just haven't found one. Because if this is the only way you can swim in a natural lake, then this is the most embarrassing shit I've ever seen. When I get home and somebody asks me what I think about Klagenfurt, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that city. Well, let's see, they have a paved lake, some weird ass statue, this cute little car, a fucking giant glowing cigarette in the middle of the street, and that's it. I've been standing here for a while now, watching the guy in white try to... Well, I don't know what he's trying to do, but it's amusing to watch. Let's see what we got here. What else we got? Shit. Too much fucking noise. Is this a fucking roof? There is something. Shit. I'm really fucking bad at this if you haven't noticed, but there seems to be something that I could use. This is what I stumbled upon yesterday in the night. This is where I've been sleeping. It's some kind of... I don't fucking know. It's part of roof. It's dusty as fuck here. You can see that on the video. Great. Now my BV's nasty as shit. I gotta dust it off somewhere, but first I gotta get out of here. I want to show you quickly where it was. Is this sheet of metal under my feet that made that noise last night? It was... I was lucky that nobody heard that. Yeah, so that's it. Well, that was a success for a change. Klagenfurt is not really fun, but it is what it is, I guess. I'm going to Graz. Graz is only about an hour away from Klagenfurt, and this time I'm gonna find my stash first. I'm not gonna wait until late at night, because that fucking sucks. I'm just trying to figure out in the maps. This place looks pretty good. That looks doable, so I'll go check that out. Oh yeah, this is looking very good. This place is gonna work pretty well. I'm just gonna conceal it with the stuff I find here. Some leaves. Over there. Some more. Well, this will do. Where have all the people gone? I don't know. Maybe they're in Innsbruck looking at the golden roof. If you ever wonder how I just enter buildings, well, it's exactly as I said before. I just go through open door. I'm pretty sure I saw this lid when I was in Eichenberg last year. Yeah, I don't miss that cold. On the wall of the Landhaus there is a plaque from 1588 which explicitly forbids drawing daggers, brawling or shouting during parliament sessions. It's effective to this day. This may look like a regular church, but apart from it looking closed from outside and no people being here, there's one very specific thing that I came here for, and it's over there in that corner. This is the bell from the SMS Tagethof, which was one of 4 dreadnought class battleships, and it is one of the very, very few remnants of the navy that Austria once had. Apart from the bombardment of Ancona, the Tagethof and its sister dreadnoughts didn't really do pretty much anything during the World War I. They were mostly sitting in their home port in Pula. And after World War I, Tagethof was given to Italians as a war prize and it was scrambled. So it was pretty short-lived, but I still find it really cool. I stumbled upon this very old bakery, and you can immediately tell that this was built back in times when people actually cared about what buildings look like. Do not read the next sentence, alright? Whatever you say. Who am I to not obey? This clock tower has also seen it all. It was nearly destroyed by the army of Napoleon, but the citizens of Graz actually bribed the French, so they kept it intact. If I kept this exact course and I went in a perfect straight line, then after exactly 60 kilometers I would arrive to Marburg. Maybe some next time. Alright. Where the fuck are my things? Must be somewhere here. I got it. Yeah, I got it. Don't be as fucking stupid as me, and don't forget where you're stashing your things. This was uncomfortable as hell, but I managed to get some sleep. Fucking mosquitoes everywhere. There were some people walking around. It was sketchy. I'm gonna quickly pack my things and go before these motherfuckers eat me alive. I didn't sleep particularly well last night. But it doesn't really matter anymore. because this was the last night. I'm going back to Vienna. I'm back where I started at Wien Hauptbahnhof, and I got quite some time before my train arrives, so I'm just gonna wait it out. Anyway, that's it. This is the end of the video. Maybe I'll see you in the future. We'll see.
His body was never found in the pines where the sun never shines. We'll shiver